Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Aaron coming to you live from Studio 146, and I'm here with my boy Ty.
What's up?
And we're very, very excited to be doing this video because it's a movie that I know everybody's talking about. It's very anticipated. I'm talking about Avengers Endgame. We're going to be discussing Endgame, so stick around because I know this is going to be a good one.
Let's go get emotional.
All right, guys, so like I said, we are discussing Avengers Endgame today. So, Ty, let's just jump right into it. What are you looking to see in this movie?
I'm looking to see the Hulk. I'm looking to see Thanos come back and do something bigger than he did last time. How it ended. It kind of ended on a humble note. Thanos was dying. I hope everybody's seeing it. Spoilers. So
Yeah.
Thanos was dying. Thanos was dying, and then he went into like this villain heaven or something like that, or whatever it was. He went into like this heavenly villain place where he just was there with everybody. And I know he looked off to something at the end, and they really kind of didn't allude to what it was. But I think he was looking at his work being complete, or what he probably thought was complete.
Had that little smile.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm looking to see Thanos do something bigger and better, because to me, I felt like that was the first Avengers film. If they were to do like this, was like the remake of where they failed in the first one. The first one was good. The second one was okay, but the Infinity War was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That was the first one that I actually paid attention to from beginning to end. But the one thing that I didn't like about Infinity War was watching the Hulk get hands put on him like that. I got phone calls after that. I did. My cousin called me. He was like, dude, have you seen Infinity War? And I was like, yeah. He was like, did you see how Thanos beat up the Hulk? He said that kind of made me like not want to watch the movie no more. And I was like, I felt the same way. I couldn't believe that Thanos beat up the Hulk just so easy. And then not only that, for them to make him scared the entire film, that really bothered me. So it was kind of hard to like even continue to watch it without seeing the Hulk. But they actually let me see how other Avengers did things, and I kind of liked them a little bit. But it's nothing compared to not seeing the Hulk.
It also kind of gave the spotlight a little bit to Bruce Banner,
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Hulk, but like Bruce Banner, who cares about that guy? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of also, I feel like they did that so that way he can have his own little like moment, you know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely agree with you. I was very surprised when that happened too in the first Infinity War. I was like, damn, like I know he was powerful, but like, come on, like the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk,
like,
and
damn.
had him on straight silence, man. The whole film,
Really,
that was
for
just
real, though.
that was hard for me to watch, man. So I want to see the Hulk most definitely redeem himself, and I'm talking about in a way where they kind of like set everybody to the side and let Thanos and the Hulk go at it like on some real.
Yeah, just have
some-
like one like action sequence between the two of them.
Between the two of them. And then once he got Thanos kind of like in a daze, and he's just like, let them have him now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too good for you. I have to have that feeling when I walk out of the theater that the Hulk really just
he did.
Yeah, he did something, because
he came back.
That bothered me, man. So that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. And I mean, we already know that it's going to be a great movie. The reviews are out. Everybody's talking about how great it is, and how people were crying and how emotional they were. So I'm most definitely looking to see some other Avengers die and stay dead. Like I agree with Thanos. No more resurrections.
From how could I say, from we both study movies. We both love movies. We want to be in this business. So coming from like a director standpoint or a writer standpoint, you kind of like want to see some actual repercussions type of thing.
And that's what I'm saying. What happens to the repercussions in movies now? Now you got people thinking like, oh, that's all because of these respawning video games and all this stuff. Dead ain't dead no more. It's like you're only dead for a while. You'll come back, which we have that same faith and belief. But I'm just saying, I kind of want to see this just like we don't see these guys no more after this. And I know it's going to be sad. I've already heard about how sad it's going to be.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, as far as me, what I really want to see, I was thinking about it throughout the week as, we were a couple of days away from this movie coming out. And I'm like, man, like, I can't help but think I'm more excited to see Thanos again than to see the Avengers.
Exactly.
Because that's how great he was in Infinity War.
Yeah.
And, like, last year, the reviews back then, they were all saying, this is really more of a Thanos movie than an Avengers movie, and it was, and he was great. Josh Brolin was great.
Right.
The dialogue was great. His phrases, his
sinister,
quotes. Yes,
yeah.
you can really feel whenever he walked into the room or walked into a scene, you're like, oh damn,
But
like
you know what?
you just felt that heavy presence.
I hope they keep that, cause see now they might try to downplay that, and then it don't be as exciting as it was last time. You know, where he comes in, he's so bland and plain, and he becomes like one of those cookie cutter villains that you see in all the other Avengers. Hopefully they keep that momentum and even take it a little further, where you think Thanos is weak and yet he gains an advantage on the Avengers. I want to see
I
that.
hope so. Yeah, definitely. I hope so. And other than that, I want to see. I think I want to see a little bit more from Captain America. Like I know he did have a good amount of screen time, but as far as like, how can I say like an impact like on the movie, I feel like they could have done more, with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really feel like there was much of an impact with him.
Right.
Like as far as like what with Tony, for example, he was a big part of the movie.
Yeah.
You could really tell
It was about him.
Yeah. Especially with that scene with him and Thanos, he's like, I hope they remember you and all that, and you got my respect.
Yeah.
He's like, you have my respect. So, like that type of thing, like I want to see that, but with like Caps. You know what? We keep going back to Infinity War. We keep, referencing that, and that leads me to my next question. Ty, is this Endgame? Is it gonna be better than Infinity War?
Well, it kind of like with the reviews. I'm talking from a personal perspective because, like I said, the reviews already said that it has achieved that goal of being better. Yeah. As you just was discussing earlier before we start filming, was that
the Rotten Tomato score?
Yeah, and that it's high. That it's on the same level as the Black Panther. So I think for me, if Thanos, like I said, if he becomes a cookie cutter villain, and if the Hulk don't come back as hard as he should, this should be most definitely, Hulk should have a moment. He needs his moment.
I agree,
and like you said,
agree.
Captain America does too, because they kept those. Let's look at the most important Avengers. It's Tony Stark, the Hulk, Captain America, and then who? So they kind of like Thor. So those are the four top ones.
Thor actually had, I think, a good impact.
In the last one. In the last one, he did.
Infinity War.
And I think he's gonna have a bigger one in this one too. So, if like I said, if those things, if the Hulk don't have his moment, and if Captain America don't have his moment, I think it's gonna be the same thing. So, and like I said, Thanos just got to be brutal. He got to be twice as brutal.
He got to be. I think. Well, first of all, I think as far as money gross, I think it will be better. Because they're projecting that it really is going to be like, it's going to blow away the box office. And the pre-sales, like they already established a record on that. And even I remember when we were getting the tickets, there was news everywhere, like Fandango website crashed and a bunch of other movie theater websites were crashing because the traffic of people going in to try to buy tickets was so much. So I think as far as money, it definitely will surpass it. But as far as now, like the actual movie being good, like and everything, I think the points you made were, I think I gotta agree. They're very good. I think Thanos definitely has to be on the same level, if not better than where he was in Infinity War. And Hulk has to have that moment, and Captain America has to have his moment too, because like we said, Tony Stark had his moment in Infinity War, and Thor had his moment.
I need another one of those moments where when we seen Thanos last, when she was crying and she thought she had Thanos beat, and then he resurrects dude and then takes the diamond out of his head. I said, that's cold as ice.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
he did
so
that to Vision.
He has to come back with just like I said, he was just great in the film.
That was just a complete savage moment. Like I was talking to my buddy a couple of days ago. I was like, bro, really think about it? That was such a savage moment by Thanos, because by that time he already had the time stone. Yeah. So if he wanted to, he could have just froze everybody and gone. But no, he said, I'm gonna let you kill the love of your life. Yeah. And then I'm gonna resurrect them and watch you let me, kill
hardcore,
him. Like, dude, that was crazy.
If it ain't the same, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I really hope it's just. I hope it's better. I really do. I hope the reviews are right.
And it's gonna be emotional.
So we're talking about what should make this movie better than Infinity War. We're talking about what we want to see. We mentioned Cap should have his moment, all this kind of stuff. So last question: who will die in this movie? And let me just, I want to answer it first, if you let me. The reason why I want Cap to have his moment also is because of this precisely. You know, I said, you know what? He didn't really have that much of a big impact in Infinity War, so he needs to have a big impact in this movie because it is speculated that he's gone. Right. And, you know, his contract is up and all this kinds of things. So I don't know, man. I feel like he'll die. I feel like maybe even both him and Tony are gonna die. So. But I don't know who you think.
It's hard to say this, man, and know who I am. But at the same time, I like you said, we believe in consequences in film, and you know, even if you're doing something for the greater good and it costs you, it's like, you don't come back. Like sometimes it hurts.
You shouldn't, you know, like that. In order to have a lasting impact, you shouldn't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I want to rephrase the question more like of saying who would I mind not dying? Captain can go. Cap can go because I think it's about that time. Like, there's nothing else I could see him doing. Yeah. Tony, too, because they can't even do another story by himself. You know, now if they were to do another Tony Stark movie, he has to be with a bunch of other people or something.
Yeah, well, he said, you know, he's done with his own. Like, they finished his trilogy a while ago. Yeah. They finished Captain America's trilogy also. Thor might be the only one that they can actually keep the story going. Like, they already did a trilogy. Yeah. But they honestly could do more with him because, you know, there could be a lot with him to do, you know, with especially how Ragnarok ended, you know, with his whole his Asgard being destroyed and all this kinds of stuff. So, but then again, who knows, man? I don't know.
That's kind of hard, man, because I don't mind all of them dying except for the Hulk. But at the same time, I do.
Your favorite.
Yeah, he's my favorite. So, but at the same time, I'm like, I do want to see. I wouldn't mind if it's Cap or Tony Stark because I just don't see what could they bring to the story next. I mean, everybody say they cry. You got to really make it sad for me, man. Jesus on the cross sad, and I don't think you get no sadder than that. I'm sorry, ain't nothing no sadder than that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, I'm very excited to watch this. I know a lot of you guys are very excited to watch this. There's a lot of theories out there. I don't know. It's very hard to determine who's gonna die, who's not gonna die, how they're gonna defeat Thanos. Yeah, that's another question too, man. That's like a whole nother video. I mean, we could keep going on and
all
on,
night.
But we don't want to make this too long, you know, because that's a whole nother thing. Like, are they gonna kill Thanos, or are they just gonna
imprison him?
Imprison him, restrain him, you know, type of thing. So, who knows? But hey, after this, one thing for sure is after this, the MCU is not gonna be the same.
Right.
All right. Well, that's it from us here today, guys. So. Keep an eye out for a review for Avengers Endgame because we're going to go watch that. We're going to go check that out, definitely. So, hey, I might just go with you tomorrow,
let's just go, bro. Let's just go.
I might just go twice.
Yeah, we'll come right
I'll cry
right
twice.
After that. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Let's just go get it out the way. Snatch this Band-Aid off.
All right, man. Well, peace out to everybody. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for watching this video. Share it with all your friends, all those Avengers fanboys out there, fangirls out there. People you're trying to convince to start watching these movies. Just go share it with everybody. Check us out on Instagram at studio_146. And we'll catch you next time. And again, my name's Aaron. This is Ty.
God bless.
God bless.